All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barcha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. There's a video here, all right, amidst this whole civil unrest going on, across multiple states in the U.S., all right. Of course, you have Jake out here doing this, okay? Oh man, this is just ridiculous, man. I'm gonna play it real quick. Just look at what she's doing in the midst of all this. So she's out here basically twerking and doing all this in front of the police. All right, and here it is. Now see, when the time of judgment comes, she's not gonna be doing this. All right, she's not gonna be doing that in the time of judgment. Okay, when all hell starts breaking loose, all right, and you're starving and people are killing each other and you know things are going crazy and those troops come out here, all right, you try doing stuff like that, you probably gonna get raped and killed. You know. Now, in that time, because they're clapping for her, right? Scriptures talk about folly is set in great dignity, all right? Because Jake is so simple-minded that they don't see that they're in the time of judgment. These people out there gathering to protest, they don't see that the Lord is setting them up for their judgment, all right? The Most High has death angels out there amongst them, man, all right? And he's put that spirit on them to just go up in there and just, go crazy like that. Now, wait till they bring out those troops and they start shooting down people, man, okay? That's when people gonna see, all right, how real it is. And she ain't gonna be doing that in that day. Now, who do you think is gonna want to take that to wife? You think you're gonna want to take her and protect her and provide for her as your wife? No. All right. They probably gonna rape her, eat her. Well, when time of cannibalism comes, she looks like she got meat on her. Okay. That's not, what I'm saying? Like that's a disgrace to our nation. But yeah, you got Jake. Now when people look, all right, at these protests and the civil unrest, and they see who's the predominant face behind this, Israelites, all right, Jake, and then they see women doing that in the streets, it only adds to the case as to why they look at you, all right, and call you a proverb and a byword, and they look at you narrowly, all right, they despise you, okay, because hey, Jake is also the problem, okay. Now, this is Jeremiah 30 and 6. See, we're in that time of Jacob's trouble, but it's level. There's levels to it. It's gonna turn up. Most High is gonna turn it up, where it's not gonna be a focus on just looting and going and causing chaos. People are actually gonna be fighting for their lives. All right. When they set these troops to police these streets, and you thought the coronavirus lockdown was bad. Wait till they declare full martial law. They're gonna let you run wild for a while, and when they declare that full martial law and they police your life, all right. Why do you think Trump said when the time of the vaccine comes, they're gonna have the military and other forces to distribute it? Well, you think he's gonna wait till that point and then set them out there? Who's to say they won't already be out here policing the streets by then, which will just make it easier for them to come up into your cribs and do what they got to do. Anyway, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Do men give birth? Do men go through labor pains? No. It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So Jeremiah is saying, well, if men didn't turn to women, why do I see them acting like women? Why do I see them in pain like a woman? Okay? And it's going to tell you why in the 7th verse. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. So Jacob, you're in trouble. All right? You think it's going to stop at just protests? You think it's going to stop at just riots? No, that's just the beginning. Yahweh Shai said what? These are the beginning of sorrows. And as a matter of fact, let's jump to that precept real quick. Okay, because so far we've seen the pestilence, the famine is brewing up, we've seen the earthquakes. All right, we could get Matthew 24. Oh, I put 34. I'm tripping. Matthew 24. All right, Matthew 24 and Okay, verse 6. All right, It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. All right. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You see? Because people got excited and, troubled when in the beginning of the year, all right, when, the whole thing with Iran, and all those different things. But we understood that that wasn't the end. There's prophecies that need to be fulfilled before that, all right, before the destruction, before the nuclear war. So verse 7 says, the end is not yet. Why? For nation shall rise against nation. There will be race wars, okay? There will be race wars, man. You already got protesters going outside the White House. I don't know if they were trying to get a piece of Trump or what it was, but you're gonna have people who, because you already have it now, people who are talking smack on social media about the whole George Floyd killing. You know, you got certain people talking about, oh, if you could say that you can't breathe, then you were breathing. You got people saying, oh, it's good for you. If you don't like it here, go back to Africa, go sleep on some sand somewhere. What do you think that's gonna happen? There's always an opposition, okay? And they gonna get out in the streets, and Jake is gonna get out in the streets, and you're gonna have one nation against another nation. It says, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So you gotta understand that this is only the beginning. This is only the start. All right, it's crazy, it's hectic, but it's only the start. Okay, you ain't even seen nothing yet. All right, now this is Zephaniah chapter 1, and I'll start at uh 13. It says, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. All right, that's you read about that also in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. They shall spoil their goods. Okay, I believe that might be the 16th chapter actually. All right, and cast them out of their houses. Well, it says what? And their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. All right, and a lot of these scriptures, is referring to things that happened in the past. All right, but it's also referring to now. Okay, the manifold layers of the scriptures. All right, verse 14: the great day of the Lord is near; it is near; it hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So all those who act all tough, I could bench press 5 plates, you know, they call me the OG in the hood. All these people who think that they're so tough, right? Guess what? You're gonna cry there bitterly. That's how bad it's gonna get out here, man. The only people who are gonna make it are the elect. Those are the ones who the Lord is gonna give the spiritual power to, the angels to guide them and protect them and provide for them. It doesn't matter how many guns you have. It doesn't matter how strong you are, how smart you are. What happens when a famine hits? How do you defeat a famine? You know, how many people you gonna eat till you run out of people to eat? You see, there's certain things that your strength will not be able to deliver you from. You need the spirit and power of the Almighty Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahushai. All right. So we're feeble. We don't got to be the strongest, biggest people out there, but we got the strongest power. That's all that matters. Okay. For those that have been doing the will of the Lord, guess what? The Lord got our backs, man. Now is the time for the Lord to repay us, for us to reap what we've been sowing, to reap the benefits of our labor. All right, and it starts with the protection of His elect, and the deliverance of His elect, and then the reward of His elect. All right, going on, verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. Okay, so the Most High is upset. The Most High is angry. All right, and when He brings that wrath, nobody's going to be able to withstand it. That's why the elect are going to be pardoned. Okay, the elect, because ultimately, what's going to happen when the Lord brings that wrath? Okay, what's that? Isaiah, man, this always escapes me. It might be 27. Let's try 25. All right. So it's actually 26. Okay, all right. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. It says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpast. All right, and that's talking about them chariots, man. Because when those missiles, which is the ultimate, the finishing of the Lord's indignation, when they get shot off, very soon, all right. But when they get shot off and they start destroying this place, if you are still on the soils of America, you will be destroyed, all right. Unless the Lord delivers you and takes you up into those chariots, all right, which people know as UFOs. Guess what? You're not making it. All right. That's why it says, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. So we're reading about the indignation, right? We're reading about the wrath of the Lord. It is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. So when the Lord fully puts that spirit on Esau to come down upon you people, there will be no mercy. All right. There will be killings left and right because right now you're hitting the turning point where there's no going back. And once you unleash that zone of actual killings and not rubber bullets, not tear gas, not pepper sprays, but actual bullets, all right, and people start shooting back, you don't go back. It's not going to de-escalate from that until one side wins. All right. It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, all right, and against the high towers. It says, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, all right, and the blind man is at a disadvantage. Why? Because he cannot see. He cannot see where he is going. So if he doesn't have that walking stick or somebody to guide him or a keen sense of hearing, then he's going to be confused. He's going to be lost. And that's how these people are going to move. They're going to move like they have no sense of direction. Because they don't have the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, pursuant to Isaiah 33:6. All right. It says, because they have sinned against the Lord. Guess what? All these people out there, all right, who are protesting and doing all these things, you ultimately have not repented. If you haven't repented and sought mercy from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, guess what? Your sins are still on you. So you going out there thinking you're doing it for a just cause. The Most High is just going to judge your ass. He's using you to fulfill prophecy. That's the spirit. It's 144 right now. Okay? He's using you to fulfill prophecy. Okay? Yeah. You know, oh yeah, stand up, right? Why do you think the Lord had it to where that man had his knee on George Floyd's neck for that long until he died? It was on purpose. All right? To set this whole thing up. And why do you think he has that spirit on these people to now shift away from just protest to now looting, rioting, starting fires, getting crazy? It's to set you up. Okay? And you're gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing, all right, until this place is no more. It says, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. You could steal all you want from the jewelry store. You could steal all you want from where, but you're not going to be able to bribe these troops. You can't bribe a nuclear missile. You can't bribe famine, pestilence. You think coronavirus is bad, you're going to see some other stuff. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, and that's those nuclear missiles. Okay? For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And as it says in the book of Revelation, that what? This place is going to be destroyed in an hour, in 1 hour. All right? I believe that's Revelation 18 or 17. Okay? In 1 hour, this place is going to be through. So all these cities, damn, what's that tall ass building? What's that tall building? The tall building? Yeah, the skyscrapers, but it's like a tall building that people Eiffel Tower. No, not the Eiffel Tower. It's some tall building anyway. All right, I forgot the damn Empire State Building. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, your Empire State Buildings. Okay, you know all your what America is known for, that it took so long to build and bring up, and people look at it so beautiful. In 1 hour, all that's gonna be gone. It's only gonna take an hour to just turn this whole place into dust, to show you that you don't have any power, man. The power is in the hand of the Lord. Okay, give me 1 second. All right. So moving on, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. And I start at verse 6. It says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand." And we're in the time of the day of the Lord because you can see the Lord visiting the earth. All right. It tells you that let me get it real quick. Uh, in the Apocrypha, man, in the book of Second Ezra, the ninth chapter. All right. Second Ezra chapter 9. All right. Um, I'll start at verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, and that's what we're doing. We're measuring the times diligently. That's why we always bring out certain precepts at a certain time. When certain events are happening in the earth, we always bring out certain precepts. As you notice, brothers have been going into Second Ezra a lot. Okay, Habakkuk. Okay, the book of Revelation. A lot of these precepts, Matthew 24, Luke 21, we bring these out a lot because that's how we measure the times. That's how we see where we are in prophecy. All right. You see the prophecies that were written, you see what's happening in the world, so you bring out those exact precepts. But that's how you measure, okay, where are we at? All right, we're at the part of civil unrest, sedition among men. All right, the race wars. All right. So it says, when thou seest part of the signs which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So when we read Second Ezra and we read Matthew 24, Isaiah 13, and all these different chapters, these different books, they were written before. All right. That's how the Lord told us these things by having the prophets write them down. They were written before. But we're reading them and we're seeing them happening now, so we understand that this time we're in is the very same time wherein the Most High is going to visit the world which he made, and that's what he's doing. Verse 3, "Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." People are protesting now, but it's not just here. You got people in Chile protesting over food. You got people in Hong Kong, China protesting over the whole Hong Kong situation. You had the whole yellow vest people, all right, in France. It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." That's why we keep going back to these scriptures, all right? Because these scriptures were written before we were born in this time period, okay? But we use that to understand, all right, what the prophecies are, man, okay? People think that the book is worthless. It's not worthless. They just don't know how to use it. So Isaiah 13 and verse 6, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." You see, so the reason things are getting bad is not just by coincidence. It's getting bad because why do bad things happen? To hurt people. Okay, so the Most High is bringing the judgment. He's bringing destruction on purpose to hurt people. What do you think this is? Oh, it's just happening? No, the Most High is setting it up so he can kill people. All right, he is setting up the destruction for judgment. Okay, it's not just, oh, why is God doing this? Do you not see the country you live in? Do you not see the wickedness going on? I just showed you a video of a grown ass woman twerking in front of the police. All right, in the midst of civil unrest. Twerking in public alone is a disgrace. Let alone you throwing it up and about in front of the police. When when these troops get their hands on you, you gonna wish you never did that. Okay, these troops are angry and they're not in the mood to be played and tempted. All right. So it says, "Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt." All that confidence, that tough talk, all right, it's gonna disappear like that. All right. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna blow a hole right through your walls, man. They're gonna pull up into your cribs, all right, and you're gonna be afraid. You're gonna be scared, and you know what fear does? Fear paralyzes you. All right. Verse 8, "And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them." You ain't even gonna need to go and get scared. The fear is gonna come for you. It's gonna come and grab you up. All right, like a crook in a dark alley. It's gonna grab you. It's gonna wrap itself around you, and you're not gonna be able to escape it. All right. The sorrows, the fear, the pain. It says, "They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth." They shall be amazed one at another, and their faces shall be as flames. We're not fear mongers. We're not here. We don't get off on making you scared. No. But we're here to warn you because this is what's gonna happen. Our words are not even gonna be enough when you actually see it happen. Because these things happening right now, we spoke about it, but when you see it happen, it's a whole different feel. All right. So how much more for this, man? Look, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. The Lord is so angry that he's going to do what? To lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So guess what? The Lord has death angels out here, man. And there's going to be a lot more deaths than just George Floyd. Okay? And I'm going to jump down. All right, verse 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Okay? And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will, because people are still comfortable right now. People, yes, there's things happening, but they're gonna really get serious when it comes to their house. When they look out the window and they see people getting shot and killed and fires literally next door to them, you know, and they start contemplating whether it's even safe in their own apartment. Okay, when they hear across the street somebody getting shot, and that becomes commonplace, you're scared to step outside to even go to the store because you don't know if you'll make it or make it back. That's when that's when they're gonna want to seek the Lord. Then they're gonna seek the Lord early. Oh God, please, what do we do? We were telling you what to do, but you didn't care. Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, because this is when the Lord is gonna magnify his men. Okay? This is when he's gonna raise up his men and show the world, okay, why he chose his men. Okay, because then it's gonna be physical. See, the world likes they like physical things. They don't like knowledge. They don't like the prudent things. They want materialistic things. They want physical things. They want what they can see, what they can touch. Okay, what they can hear. All right, that's why it says in Psalms 110:3, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Okay, so when the Lord raises up his men and he makes us invincible, he's providing for us, he's protecting us, and we're good in the midst of everybody else suffering, guess what? People gonna want that. That's why it says Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall take hold of one man. They're gonna come after that, man. Okay? Because that's gonna be that sense of security. Now they ain't gonna be look, man, you women doing that, twerking out in front of police, don't come over here. Don't no. Go the other way. We don't want to even see your face. All right. It says, hey, the Lord's gonna put a certain spirit on everybody, man. Let me see. Okay, verse 13. Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger. It shall be as the chased roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people. What does that mean? When you turn to your own people, no more of that. Oh, Edomites, and they're sympathizing, and oh, we're gonna protest with you. No, no, no. Everybody gonna go to their own people. When the shots start getting fired, you ain't gonna see white people talking about, oh, no justice, no peace, black lives. No, no, no. It's gonna be, oh shit, I need my life. My life matters. You know, because there's gonna be it's gonna be, look, I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. If you in my neighborhood and it's a white neighborhood and you black, we looking at you, you know what I'm saying, as a target. And it's gonna be vice versa. Okay, because it's gonna people ain't gonna have time to say, oh, you support us or you not against. No, they're not gonna have. So the easiest thing for them is we're just gonna go by, look, you look like me, cool. You don't, that's it. It's over for you. All right. When it gets violent, nobody has time to talk and sit down and explain how I support your cause, but I don't think you're going about it the right way. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay. It says, and flee everyone into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust away. And that goes for these heathens, but it also goes for, guess what? In America, there's separation. You have gentrification and all that. Well, there's separation. There's certain areas designated where Jake is at, and there's certain areas where Esau is at. Okay, So even on a low level, you're gonna have Edomites flee to their neighborhoods, and Jake is gonna be in their neighborhoods. There ain't gonna be no more mixtures. If you are an Edomite living in Jake's neighborhood, you better start packing your bags, because they're gonna come looking for you. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined onto them shall fall by the sword. So it says everyone that is found. If you find something, you looking. There's gonna be people looking for people, man. It tells you they're gonna go door to door, right? Have no pity upon their neighbor. It says their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished, meaning raped without consent. All right. Now, there's certain instances where you've had people and they know that's what's gonna happen. So they ask, oh, just kill me first at least. But you know what the other people do? They say, no, no, no. We're gonna have you watch as we rape your wife and we kill your children, and then we're gonna kill you. And at that point, when you see you have no power in your hands, you can't do anything, and who you gonna call to? Where you gonna go? Because for the longest, you thought that you were gonna deliver yourself. You thought that your strength, your guns, your stamina, your ammo, your zeal was gonna deliver you. But no. All right, that's the mindset of a carnal man. We're spiritual, man. We know damn well ain't nothing we could do that's gonna save us. That's why we boast in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we know when anything happens, we're gonna run right back there. We're gonna run right to the Lord. And we're not afraid to say it. Hell yeah, we're gonna run right to the Lord, man. You crazy? You know how bad things are gonna get out here? Or you gonna stand out there try to be macho? Hell no. Alright? We're gonna run right into the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We're gonna be good right there. Alright? So I'm gonna finish it off with this. This is Isaiah 32:9, pursuant to that video. Alright, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. All right, she's at ease. If you got the mindset to go twerk in front of police, then you really thinking nothing can happen to you, you know. But what does the scripture say? Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. If you dress a certain way, matter of fact, you don't even gotta be how you dress. If you a woman and all hell is breaking loose, and you get seen, you get spotted, and there's nobody there around you, I'm telling you, there's gonna be, if the Lord ain't with you, there's gonna be somebody out there who's gonna see you and they're gonna come after you. Okay, they're gonna see you and they're gonna come after you. You want to talk about, oh, that's not fair? That's the truth. Equality, that's sexist and double standards. Guess what? That's the world we live in. You know, oh, men have been ruling for the longest. That's the world we live in. That's how it was created. That's how it's gonna be. It doesn't matter how much you protest against it. When all hell breaks loose, your protest ain't gonna do a damn thing. Your voice ain't gonna do a damn thing. Your best bet is to repent and seek the Lord. Seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And pray that in that day, he guides you to a man of the Lord. Okay? Because as the scriptures say, Isaiah 32:2, a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, and a shadow the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. In other words, a man is going to be your protection and your provider. All right. So you want to act all tough and twerk in front of police? Don't, man. It says, "Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." All right. The things you depending on, your food, your little treats, and all these things that make you feel comfortable, like you good, gone, gone. You're gonna experience hardship. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. All right, because if you're not careless, then you're gonna do what you gotta do. You're gonna please the Lord. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. But guess what? That's all gonna be gone, because the Most High is gonna be bringing judgment, and judgment will not discriminate. And so, I think I ended off on this Ezekiel. All right, chapter 9, verse 4. If it loads. All right, this is Ezekiel 9:4. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh shall said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men." Now, why? Why didn't it say go through the whole entire world and set a mark upon every man that sighs and cries for the abomination? It said Jerusalem because this is for Israel. Only people that are going to be exempt are Israelites. All right, the elect of the Israelites. It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. See, you see what that lady was doing in the video? That's an abomination to the Lord. We sigh and cry. The video I'm doing right now is a form of sighing and crying about that. We're complaining to the Lord about that. So that mark is a mark of exemption. When you look up that word mark, all right, it's not the mark of the beast, all right. Is thawa, which is what? Mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. So we're not going to be caught up in that judgment. All right, the judgment these people are going to go through, having their women raped, the Lord ain't going to have our women raped. Okay? Your loved ones, the Lord's going to protect them, whether it's through you or for you. Okay? The Lord is going to have us good, man. Okay? That's why you're going to want to be with a man of the Lord in that time, man, because that's where the protection is going to be. Okay? So we're going to be exempt. Verse 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. So these death angels, they could they could manifest themselves in the form of men, or they could jump on a physical man and control him by putting that spirit on him to go into that slayer mode. Okay, you're gonna hear screams, you're gonna hear people begging for mercy, you're gonna hear gunshots, you're gonna hear a lot of chainsaws, you're gonna hear a lot of things. Bricks, bats, pipes, chains, bullets, grenades, fires, the alarms of buildings going off, police cars, what's the name? Those fire trucks for a while till they stop. All right. Verse 6, slay utterly old and young. So you thinking, the Lord's gonna have mercy on you just because you older. No, no, no. He's gonna have mercy on you if you are part of his elect. That is the condition. It's not dealing with age. All right. The elect come in all ages, man. Lord ain't just gonna automatically exempt you just because you old or you young. No. If you old and you wicked, you done. If you young and you wicked, you through. Both maids and little children. Oh no, she's only a 5-year-old. No, 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 she's five. Think again. You're gonna have pedophiles that are gonna be out here. And this thing is, you're not gonna know who is who. You're not going to know if that man staring at you is a pedophile. You're not going to know if the super in your building who always says hello and is so nice to you is a pedophile or a sick, twisted serial killer, rapist, whatever. But you're going to find out when all hell breaks loose and there's nobody to protect you. You see? It says, and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. See? So that's why the protection is going to be with us, man. That's why the Lord said he's going to make a man more precious than fine gold. Okay? Because that's where people want gold. People will kill for gold. All right? Because it brings them things that they want. In that time, you're going to want to live. So you're going to want to kill for a man of the Lord because that's how you're going to live. Because we are going to be good, man. The Lord's going to have us invincible. It says, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So guess what? When all this hell breaks loose, that's why the Lord told us that we're going to rejoice. All right, we're going to eat. We're going to sing for joy of heart because we're not going to have anything to worry about. Okay? We're not going to have anything to worry about. We're going to know that this judgment isn't for us. So why should we be worried about it? Okay, that's why the Lord's going to deliver us out of all of them, man. Okay? But anyway, with that, I hope this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.